Hello guys and welcome to another Art Universe video. Today I am going to be showing you the importance of shading. So I just wanted to make another video for my digital art series. If you want to check out the playlist I have. Just go onto my channel and click playlists. Okay, so let's get into the drawing. So I just wanted to draw a boy since I don't really draw them so much. So I tried my best, but it was a little tricky. At first I did the way I usually draw girls, which I ended up fixing later on. Because at first I thought I was gonna draw a girl, but then I changed my mind and decided to challenge myself. It ended up being quite a challenge for me, especially since I don't really draw boys that much, but it was fun. Pretty much the point of me making this video was to show you the importance of shading. Some cartoonists do it, some don't. It affects your art, but not severely. It just gives that extra something that makes your art amazing. Now's a good time to tell you guys to subscribe and like my video. And this is a small channel, and I want to make sure that it becomes something bigger and more amazing in the future. So you can subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more art, and you can watch my digital art playlist. It will be at my channel like it always is. I really hope you're enjoying the brand new Animal Crossing music that I added to the background. I wasn't sure if it was the right thing to do, but I just wanted to try something new, and tell me if you guys like it. So for the person with no shading, at first I decided to do a smile, but then I changed it to a frown eventually. I ended up changing up the neck and fixing it up so that it looked better to suit my style. I fixed up the X because I accidentally did it on the wrong layer, the same layer as my sketch, and same with the check mark. But it's okay without it. So I shrinked the drawing so that it would be more suitable for the illustration because I didn't want it to be taking up so much room. Again, I erased the neck because I decided to add a scarf because right now it is fall and scarves are perfect for this time of year. I seriously forget to name my own character. I think his name should be like Carl or Chris or something, but definitely not Bob. So I'm just gonna start calling him Chris from now on because Chris kind of suits him well. Thank you so much guys for helping me get this far. I've never even imagined I'd get this far in my channel in just a couple of weeks. Thank you all of you for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate everything that you've done to help this channel grow. I've invested in so much to help this channel, like an iPad, art supplies, etc. But the real thing that's really helped this channel is all of you guys for liking and subscribing to my videos. I really appreciate everything, and I want to go on until I have a long beard growing. It's finally time to start the line art, so I decided to use the studio pen. Actually, yeah, the studio pen is the best way to go. So I did the line art pretty thin at first. I think I thickened it up, but thin line art is good, but also thick line art gives you something to look at. I'm starting to wonder if I should start to get into my sketchbook more, because I don't really do too much with my sketchbook. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have an official logo now. I'm pretty happy with it, and it's what I'm going to be using for my channel for maybe as long as I can think about. You can actually see it if you click my channel, and it is what my channel art is. I'm going to change it. And what my profile picture is on YouTube. This is taking long, but bear with me now. You will be happy with the final product. If you want to hear me just blabbing on about Procreate, check out my Procreate video. It is on my channel if you want to see it. I promise my next video will not be digital. I've already done more than 8 digital art videos on this channel, so I'm gonna give traditional a little try. No one ever heard traditional art except for that pencil scraping on that paper. But that's not the point. Let's carry on. I know it looks a little bit weird that the sketch and the line art head are not lined up because the sketch head was much too big. It looked huge. I didn't notice this till I started the line art and it was too late to fix it in the sketch, so I just decided to do it in the line art. But try not to stare directly at it. Now that I'm looking at the striped shirt, I'm not very fond of it, so I decided not to do the stripes. It was just too much to look at compared to the scarf and everything else going on. I tried doing the stripes, but it just wasn't working out. But then I was like, stripes are fine. There's nothing really wrong with them. So I just went along with the stripes and decided to do them. As you see, I even added some cute little blush marks to make it look even more adorable. To save time, I actually copied the line art layer onto another layer so that for the shading one, I didn't have to redo the line art. I just copied it, then added a smile, since shading is something happy, not something sad. I try not to think of this too much as a character design, because it isn't really a character design. It's just me drawing a random character that I made up in my head. I ended up coloring on the line art layer using the fill tool because Procreate doesn't have this, but when you're on a color layer, it doesn't think that the line art layer is there. Now it is time to start coloring. I just got a nice brown color to color in the skin with. A couple minutes ago, it was just sunny outside, and now it's gone to just a neutral bleh. When it's sunny outside, it just makes me feel so amazing and want to do this. But when it's darker outside, I don't really feel too good, but I'm managing. The coloring was literally the easiest part. All I was doing was just dragging over to fill it, and it was so easy. I did not regret coloring on the line art layer. It saved me so much time, and it just came out amazing. I decided to do some roots in the hair since they don't originally have blonde hair. They got it dyed, and of course there's some roots in there. The only problem with filling it this way is the fact that I have to go in and change the eyes up so that it's not completely brown and that there's some white in there for the white part of your eyes. During this week that I haven't been posting, I've gotten to learn a lot about Procreate. I've watched like a billion tutorials, so I'm not really a master at it, but I know a lot about it. I could possibly write a book about it, but I'm not going to, because that's a lot of work. Writing a book takes a long time. And that's the one thing our YouTubers don't have, rather than some money. I really wanted this character to be very colorful and bright and happy, so I added a lot of different colors and tones to my illustration. The next thing I did was to add white to the eyes where it's supposed to be, because when I was filling it, it kind of messed it up. But before I do that, I just filled in the blush area with a nice light pink color. Then I proceeded with filling the eyes with white. It's pretty simple. You just have to try not to go over the line art, and if you do, go over the line art with black ink. So I just did that for both eyes, and it was pretty simple, pretty easy, and you can try it if you want to too. As I was filling in the second eye, I realized that instead of doing color for both sides of my illustration, I just could have copied the color on one and then just changed it up a little bit. But now it's too late, so I decided I'll just do it the normal way. But if you ever do an illustration like this, I totally suggest that you should do it this way. Now I was just back to dragging and filling in the stripes on the shirt. It was pretty easy to do it this way, and I had a lot of fun. Now it's time to fill in the second half of my illustration. All I had to do was copy the color on the first illustration, except I added shading to it. It didn't take me too long, but it took me some time. And for the second half of the illustration, I decided not to do roots because it was pretty tricky to redo them. But I colored in the blush and I started to work on the shirt. I started with the stripes, then I moved on to the sleeves and the arms. So I decided to go over the skin with white, just like I had done for the second half of the illustration, and I did that with both eyes. I'm pretty much done with the eyes. I just have to erase a little part of it. I erased it by copying the color of the skin using the brush tool and going over the white with it. The only thing left to do now is to add the shading. I got the color for the shading by copying the skin color and making it slightly darker. Then I filled in the area I wanted to be shaded. I tried really hard to work on the shading. It didn't always work, but I really had to try my best. Fill tool wasn't working, so I had to fill it manually. There was a problem with the layers, so I just had to go over everything, then go over what I just went over with the important things. Since I finally finished the shading, now I'm all done my illustration. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this, subscribe for more. Enjoy!